Hello and welcome to Antimatter's super fast test tube guide today. What you'll need is test tubes and cotton wool at minimum. Before anything, always wash your hands before touching any of your test tubes or setting them up because it keeps it clean and it's good practice. First thing to do with your test tube is make a cover. I use tin foil, but heavy paper also works. Once made, keep it safe. If you have a spare test tube, you can leave it on that. Making the artificial chamber. Fill the test tube 2/3-ish
with boiled water,
but try to keep 3 centimeters of space at least. Your bung should be at least 1 centimeter wide to stop leaking. The cotton should be compact but not compressed solid. Water does have to still get through it. To close the entrance of the tube, use a less compact ball to ensure airflow. You can also use anything that resembles a test tube to make a test tube setup. At this point, you're ready to move a queen into your setup, although you may want to consider test tube inserts, especially for granivore species such as mesas, as they create a nice humidity gradient throughout the tube and stop seeds germinating. The moving process. While moving, there is only one rule to follow. If it's airtight, let new air in every day. Easiest option for getting them to move tubes is to tape 2 tubes together. Make sure there is no gap between the tubes or the tape may stick to the ants. Pipe is another simple and easy method. You can also step up or down the size of the pipe with multiple different sizes. Be imaginative and observant. The tubes are bodge of a claustral chamber, so keep bodging. Blue tack is a wonderful thing for bodging as well. You can encourage a move by making the destination tube dark and illuminate the other tube. Heat also works, but be careful to avoid direct heat. If your queen's semi-claustral or your fully claustral queens workers have hatched, it's time to feed. Specially made tube bowls do exist. I prefer tin foil though. A small piece of tin foil, a small cotton ball with sugar water and some protein is usually fine. Diets vary though, and you don't need tin foil if you're going to feed seeds. Frequently asked questions. My tube's mouldy. The water's running out. My tube don't fit the new nest. Ants can take a little bit of mould, but if it gets real bad, just move them over into a new tube. The water's running out, move tubes. If the tube doesn't fit into your new nest, let's say you've got a new, mercury nest from Wakushi, and you're using a tiny tube, you can stick your tiny tube inside of a bigger tube and just use that. And there we go, that's everything I think on test tube setups, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.